Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, we're recording, so we're good there.
I heard that.
Oh, did
Yay!
you?
We got it figured out.
Perfect. Look at those yummy cookies.
All right. We'll give it a minute or two. I know we're a little early, but we'll get started in a minute or two. But yes, it's my veggie bowl.
Mm,
That time of the year, it's time for that hocus pocus stuff.
yeah, I love it. Did you see the moon tonight?
I'm sorry.
Did you see the moon tonight?
No, I haven't been outside to see the moon yet.
I don't know if it's overcast by you guys or what, but man, she's big.
Yeah, it's been raining all like evening here in Florida, so maybe I'll go out there and try and see if I can see anything.
You'll
And
find the
take the dog.
glow at least.
Yeah, at least try. At least try.
Yeah.
So. All right, Jess, what time do you have by your house? I've got 3 clocks with 3 different times.
I got 9:01 on my computer. That's all I
You
got.
got 9:01. All right, well, when it hits 9:02, we're gonna get started, guys. So thank you for all of you joining us or catching the replay here later on YouTube. So
Thank you.
yes, we are blessed and happy to have you with us. So in the interest of time, my watch now says 9:02, so we're gonna get started. So hey everyone, happy to be here on our Libra season call with Cosmic Community. I've got Jen and Jess. I'm sharing all things to keep us well balanced and rounded, whether that be in the kitchen or in your home and getting everything in tune. So Jess, of course, is going to share about the astrological season, what it means for us, and how we can kind of keep that balance. And I am going to share about balanced plates. So we're all about the Libra season here. So Jess, go ahead and take it away.
Perfect. So I wrote us a Venus meditation to do. Venus is the planet that rules Libra. She also rules the sign of Taurus. So we'll get into that after the meditation about kind of how they're similar because they're ruled by the same planet, yet they definitely have their unique attributes to them. So this meditation will kind of set us in, give you a flavor of the Libra season archetype energies that we're well into. We're about a week or so into Libra season. So find yourself settling in to wherever you're at, as long as it's safe to do so. I welcome you to close your eyes and imagine that you're in a peaceful garden, surrounded by colorful flowers and gentle breezes. You feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and the freshness of the air in your lungs. You hear the sound of a fountain and the birds singing in harmony. You smell the fragrance of rose, lavender, jasmine. You are relaxed and happy. You walk towards the fountain and you see a statue of the goddess Venus holding a pair of scales. She is the symbol of Libra, the sign of balance, of justice, and beauty. She smiles at you and invites you to sit beside her. You feel a connection with her as if she is your friend and guide. She tells you that Libra season is a time to celebrate your relationships, your creativity, and your sense of harmony. She says that Libra rules over your kidneys, your skin, your lumbar and lower back region, your endocrine system, your hormones, and your hips and buttocks. These are the parts of your body that help you filter out toxins, regulate hormones, support your spine, and express your sensuality. She asks you to focus on these areas and to send them love and gratitude. Close your eyes and feel a warm glow in your lower back, your abdomen and your hips, your thighs. You breathe deeply and imagine that you're cleansing and nourishing these parts of your body with every breath. You feel a surge of energy and vitality flowing through you, and you thank your body for its amazing functions and abilities. And as you open your eyes, you see that the statue has transformed into a living person, and she's wearing a beautiful dress adorned with jewels and flowers. She has a radiant smile and sparkling eyes. She is the embodiment of Libra's qualities: charming, refined, diplomatic, and artistic. She offers you her hand and asks you to join her for a dance. You accept her invitation and follow her to a clearing in the garden. There's a band playing with soft music and other people dancing gracefully. You feel the rhythm of the music in your heart and the harmony of the movement in your body. You dance with ease and joy, feeling the connection with your partner and the others around you. You realize that this is what Libra season is all about: finding balance within yourself and with others, expressing yourself creatively and beautifully, enjoying life with grace and elegance, appreciating beauty in all its forms, seeking justice and fairness for yourself and others, being kind and courteous to everyone you meet. You thank Venus for this wonderful experience and for showing you how to embrace the Libra season. You hug her warmly and she gives you a kiss on the cheek. She tells you that she will always be with you as a friend and as a guide. She says that you can always come back to this garden whenever you need some peace and harmony. You smile at her and you feel a sense of gratitude and love in your heart. You say goodbye to her and to the other people in the garden. You walk back to the fountain where you started this journey, and you take one last look at the beautiful scenery and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, slowly open your eyes again, finding yourself back in the room or area that you're sitting or lying down, feeling refreshed, rejuvenated. Thank you for joining me with that guided visualization. I think that it's a good way to kind of feel into the artistic nature of Venus and Libra and what that means. So much of the signs ruled by Venus have a lot to do with that feminine quality, right? That's Venus is the typical archetype of the goddess, and Mars is the warrior god, right? So it's kind of like the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So there's very much that quality of typical feminine qualities that you would find with Libra. And also it's the masculine sign that is ruled by Venus. So Taurus is the feminine sign. Earth, all earth signs are feminine. And Libra is an air sign, so that makes it a masculine or a day sign or diurnal. Those are all mean the same thing for astrology. And so there's this sense of more assertiveness. Libra is also a cardinal sign. So all the cardinal signs are at the beginning of a season. So Libra is the beginning of the fall. It's the beginning of the fall equinox. And so it's the initiation. It's really, it has the ability to get something started, because coming from Virgo season where you can get so caught up in all the details, you can get lost in the perfectionism. This is how Libra has the quality to balance that and be like, you know what, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's good enough. It looks great. I'm going to put it out there. So that's kind of the counterbalance to the Virgo energy. Versus, Libra also likes to kind of move along, doesn't really stay put for too long on something. That's that sense of that cardinal energy. They're really good at starting, maybe not putting in all the hard work. That's where Scorpio season will serve us later on. So there's that. And then also the body systems is really important with Libra season. It has to do with the skin and the kidneys. So you think a lot about kidney health, and the typical issue that many people know someone, or if they don't have it themselves, they know someone close to them, is diabetes, is a pretty common kidney malfunction. And Venus rules carbohydrates too. So it's kind of goes hand in hand that the food that she rules over has also a lot to do with the body systems, that if you get out of balance with, if you have too much carbs and too much sugar and your body's not producing insulin the right way, and if your diet's not supportive to that, that's where things can get out of balance. So that's good to know. Whether you have challenging Libra placements in your natal chart, or if you're just going through a challenging transit during Libra season, these are things that can start to affect those body systems. So some people start to experience drier skin this time of year. So like your skin can start to be affected. And just bouts of having higher blood sugar and things like that can also be signaled by having an imbalance with Libra in your chart, or also just Venus too in general. One self-care tip that I thought would be good to share is dry brushing. So a dry brush is this firmer bristled brush, and usually with a wooden handle. You can get them relatively inexpensive, $5 is usually about what I pay per, but I buy them like five or 10 at a time. I use them with my massage clients, and then let them take the brush home with them when they go. So one thing that's great with dry brushing is that it stimulates our lymphatic system, which also has to do with the Libra season. Our lymphatic system is what helps to detoxify our body, and our lymph system closes with anything more than 5 grams of pressure. So when you're dry brushing, it's not a matter of like pressing down really hard. It's just kind of like resting it on your skin and then just a gentle pressure. So you think of 5 grams, that's the weight of a nickel. So you don't really want to use anything more than that. And that's really helping to stimulate the lymphatic flow and also helping to exfoliate any dead skin. I know there's people that have insecurities about having like the bumps on the back of their arms, or some people have them on the backs of their thighs. Dry brushing, if you get into a habit of doing this daily, within a few weeks, I'd be surprised if you had any of it left. It's so effective for that. I've seen women also insecure about cellulite, and that dry brushing is really good. And if this isn't quite getting to it, because maybe it's deeper, there's other tools called fascia blasters that are also really good for that. So I'll demonstrate on my arm. You want to make sure that you're moving towards the heart when you're dry brushing. So it's good to start at the end of your fingers, and then just little gentle sweeps up towards, which I don't have my full arm exposed, towards the heart. And so I like to go over an area 3 times with these gentle sweeps. And then I'll do one long one at the end, and then get another area and do 3 rounds of gentle sweeps, and then one long one to finish it off, and work around the entire arm. This is really nice to just have hanging in your bathroom as a good reminder, like before you hop in the shower. That's usually when I do it. So I just have it hanging on a hook outside my shower. It's best to do when your skin's already dry versus fresh out of the shower. It doesn't have the same effect. Doesn't glide as nicely, and you're not going to get the same exfoliation when your skin is freshly wet like that, or freshly hydrated. So it's best to do it after like the end of the day. And that's a really good self-care tip for that. Also, another tool that you can use is called a gua sha tool. I will do a separate video on how to do a facial gua sha treatment. And one thing that's really nice with that is you can even bring in more Libra things like a rose quartz, which is what I'm wearing this evening on my pendant. It's the best crystal to bring in for this Libra season. And they sell tons of gua sha tools that are in rose quartz. So it's just another way to bring in a nice self-care practice that kind of is about skin and beauty. And yeah, so that is the basics that I wanted to share with that. And overall, the astrology is getting really fast. October has Mercury going through 2 signs. So Mercury is going to be making tons of aspects. So just know that as we're moving into October, we're starting with a lot of movement, but it doesn't feel like we're going to be getting anywhere because we still have the outer planets in retrograde motion. So there's this sense of like things are speeding up, but like we're not seeing the results of what we want. Tonight, tomorrow morning is actually when it goes exact, but tonight you'll know that we have the Aries full moon. It's not an eclipse, but it is pretty close to the nodes, so it still has an eclipse-like energy to it. So it's a good time to release anything that's not serving you within your relationships right now. Really go within and know like where, you know, are things in balance when it comes to like independence and interdependence. You know, Aries has the sense of like wanting to go fast and alone, and Libra is more about like we go further together. So like how does that feel, you know, going on in your relationships? Aries is very direct and Libra can be a little bit indirect and sometimes indecisive too. So that's something to keep in mind as we can want to bring so much harmony to a situation or to a relationship that we aren't decisive. So you want to make sure that you don't get so caught up in playing devil's advocate, because that's a Libra superpower, is being able to like see things from so many different perspectives and to be like that advocate for like the middle way, and to be collaborative, you know. So let's try to think about that within your relationships. It naturally rules the 7th house, which is generally thought of as the house of marriage, but it also has to do with just other one-on-one intimate relationships. So this could be your relationship with your boss, a close friend, a sibling that you're really close with too. So anything that's like an intimate one-on-one relationship has to do with Libra energies as well. And it definitely has a sense of justice and diplomacy behind it. Libra has traditionally rules the scales, and so it has to do with like legal systems and the justice department and all of that. You see a lot of politicians are Librans. Not only are they for obviously like the diplomacy, but they're also very charming, right? So there's that sense of like the typical politician maybe isn't telling you exactly what they think, but they're telling you what you want to hear. And that can kind of be a Libra tendency too, like just to bring the peace, like what needs to be said right now. They also have a very innate sense of like knowing how to read a room. A Libra is really good at making that like mingling and like that small talk and knowing if someone's sucking up too much air and kind of knowing how to navigate that. So that's another way to think about how that plays in your house, you know, in your life rather. And if you have any questions about in your own natal chart how Libra is playing out, I'd be happy to assist you with deciphering that, figuring that out, and knowing that as we're getting into October, we're coming into eclipse season, which is with Aries and Libra axis. We are going to have some Taurus eclipses too, but some of these points that we're going to be hitting until March of 2025 is when this eclipse season ends. Some of these points were last touched in 2016, 2013, and then all the way back in the early 2000s, like 2004, 2005. So I am planning to give out anyone in the next couple of weeks. I'll have an eclipse reading. So if you want to know what this eclipse story and what an eclipse story even means, it's going to be a theme that's going on in your life for the next 18 months. And eclipses have to do with like big transformation, kind of like that new full moon feeling, but on steroids. Now, depending on how it's placed in your chart will depend on like how significant it is for you personally. So it's not to say that every single eclipse is going to be this huge monumental thing in your life. But that's where an astrologer can help you figure out, go back to other dates and see what's gonna kind of be reinitiated. I'm excited. The first flavor we had of this was April 19th of this year. So if you think back, we had a solar eclipse at 29 degrees Aries. So it was activating that same axis that we're going into here on October 14th when we have a solar eclipse at 21 degrees of Libra. So that's what I have for the astrology forecast and some Libra energies. Take it away, Jen.
Awesome. Thanks, Jess. It's so interesting as you're talking about, I think it was when you're talking about the relationship piece and how, to really foster and hone in on that. And I was just talking to my husband the other day that we need to do, I think last year we did like a cooking class together. By the way, anybody that knows my husband knows he does not cook. He doesn't barely boil water. And how I think he's like come a long way in what he's willing to like do with me. So it's so funny as you were like talking about it, I wrote down like a date night cooking class because I think it's so much fun to like bring my passion and then bring that really close relationship in with it and find that harmony and that balance of us in the kitchen where kind of like to like, tell him what to do and be the boss, but I kind of want to let him like pick the menu and do it all. And me just kind of be there to like help guide and probably chop things and, do more than boil water. So thanks for that like inspiration, like in the middle of what you're talking about. So appreciate it. And so when Jeff and I were talking about Libra and kind of the body systems and what all, Libra is, and we really focus really on the skin health, right? And one of the best ways, obviously, like your skin is your biggest organ. It's so important to take care of it, to stay well hydrated. And I always thought, I just got dry skin because it was going to be winter time. Here's to think that there might be a little bit more behind why you get dry skin every year. Even living in Florida, I still deal with dry skin this time of year. Is really nourishing our skin and our bodies from the inside out, right? So what foods we intake and thinking about the beauty and how we eat with our eyes and looking at that like balanced plate. And so talking about like recipes and meal ideas where you can easily incorporate all of the colors of the rainbow and get that nice full all the vitamins and nutrients and antioxidants, everything you need to keep your skin healthy, to keep your gut healthy, and really to live that balanced life. So I think my husband and I are going to do a French night, a bistro night, because I don't know, it's all about this French cuisine lately. I'm like channeling my inner Julia Child. So we're actually going to be doing, it's called Ratatouille. Yes, it's not the Disney movie, but it's a great way to get in all of the different colors of the rainbow. So I'm probably going to serve with mashed potatoes, right? The white and tan vegetables are just as important and are full of like cancer preventing nutrients. Think of like your cauliflowers and your potatoes and the skins of the potatoes and all of the good white and tan veggies and fruits that you can eat, right? And then with ratatouille, things like purple, right? So some pretty purple eggplants and blues and purples, right? So great for digestive support and immune support, improves brain health and skin health. And think about like blueberries and eggplants, endives, figs. I mean, so many great fruits and vegetables, an easy way to incorporate into one easy pot dish, right? Some eggplant. Also greens. I mean, there's so many different greens out there, right? I think about peppers and lettuces and zucchini, really getting those root vegetables in, those really complex carbohydrates. This is a great dish to think about that, right? So it helps with, again, improving your mood and all of the great antioxidant properties of the greens, right? There's so many different greens. And then you've got like your oranges and your yellows. And, I always think about things like peppers, right? I love rainbow peppers. I get my red, orange, and yellow all in one little package, but so great for your skin and for vision, right? Think about carrots, mangoes, papayas, all of those great veggies and fruits. Bell pepper is probably my favorite. Butternut squash, another great complex carb. And then you've got your reds, right? So tomatoes are probably one of my favorite red vegetables, strawberries, and you've got raspberries, cranberries, pomegranates, all of those nice fall flavors. So great for your urinary tract, for your blood pressure. Again, just kind of getting these balanced plates, excuse the dogs, these balanced plates together, and super easy to make it into a one pot dish. One pot dishes, again, I just think about like that comfort food this time of year. So whether it be something like that or, even something like a crispy, crunchy lettuce wrap. I love Asian foods because it's so easy to throw in all of the different colors, right? Serve it with some lettuce, and just an easy way to get in. Again, you can eat them all separately, or you can eat them all together in one pot. Salads are another great way to get in all of the different colors of the rainbow. I love when I look down, because again, I eat with my eyes and I see all of the different colors. It just makes it so much more inviting, and I just want to keep eating those good, nutritious foods. And trust me, my belly feels better, I feel better, I have more energy, and I love the way that it helps, again, keep me nourished. And then one of my last favorite ones is just this lemon chicken orzo. Again, I love the things with Epicure because you can throw in whatever works for your family. I love that one with asparagus and tomatoes. Again, can be potatoes. Again, keep those starches happy and healthy. So I am going to question all of you. So if you're here watching live, or if you catch the replay later, I'd love to know, what are your top 5 vegetables? Jess, I'm gonna quiz you first. What are the top 5 vegetables you eat?
That we're gonna eat?
That you eat?
Oh, that I
Top
eat.
5 vegetables.
I thought you meant what was in your bowl right now. I'm like, oh
No, not my bowl.
like eggplant, zucchini. I love asparagus, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, peppers for sure. I love peppers with hummus. It's like one of my favorite snacks. And then all different greens. I've been using a lot of arugula lately.
So Jess just named 5 vegetables. By the way, most of them are green. So again, we know there's tons of green veggies out there. But did you know that most Americans eat 3 vegetables and have a hard time naming more than 3 vegetables that they eat? So I just want to challenge us, and I have some different challenges I'm going to be doing through my social media page, and then obviously sharing here on YouTube. So follow me, Epic Adventures with Jen. Through the weekend, I'm actually going to be challenging us with an Eat the Rainbow bingo. And so it's just a really quick way, right? Do it with your kids, do it with the family, of trying to get in a little bit more of veggies and fruit variety. Because again, most of us eat 3. If we eat more than 10 in a lifetime, that's like mind-boggling. And I can tell you, right, until the last few years, and I've really been focusing on my health and what I put on my plate, I probably was one of those that ate maybe 10 vegetables. And so like Jess said, right, like trying all the different greens, that's a really great way to throw in different vegetables that you've maybe never tried before, whether that be something like a watercress salad, arugula, endive. I love fennel and turnips and parsnips and all of these vegetables that you don't always think about. So I'll be sharing recipes throughout the month using some of these different vegetables to inspire you to try new things, because believe it or not, you might actually really like it. Like beets is one thing I'm not entirely sure of. So I'm excited, and I would love for you to share with me any beet recipes you might have, because this is my month to try to eat even more clean and get that well-balanced plate. So through the weekend, I'll be sharing the bingo on my social media, so find me there. And anybody who completes the bingo will get something, a freebie from me. So I would love to see how many people can eat the rainbow bingo. And then in October, I'm going to be doing a 30-day challenge, again, just to try and get us out of those ruts and trying different vegetables. So it's going to be a 30-day challenge to eat more vegetables. I'll be dropping a different challenge every day, whether that be to think about things like, I don't know, maybe adding something like peas or broccoli to your mac and cheese. It doesn't have to be something super complicated. It's just a way to get a little bit more vegetable into your life. Again, helping your skin health, and hopefully we can get a rainbow of vegetables in every day. So I'm super excited to see how we can help support that. Again, if you need any help with meal planning or meal prep, please reach out. I'm here to help any way I can. And October is the month where we're going to get in lots of veggies. So I think that's really all I had to share. I don't know, Jess, you got anything else? We have like 10 minutes left before the Zoom speaks to us.
I do have something that, as you've been talking about, I tried something new for the first time today, and I still have some of it in the fridge, and I wonder if you've ever even heard of it. So I'll be right back.
Okay, I can't hear. I can't wait. So while she's running away, right? So let's talk about, because another quick way, right, to get some new vegetables in your life, microgreens. That's a really great way to get in a ton of nutrients and things that you might not think you would normally like. So check out microgreens. Again, it's just a great way to get in tons of different vegetables. So I'm excited to see what she's going to bring back, because she sometimes gets a little more adventurous than I do, especially when we get into like the veggie talk. So
So, I like to get my produce local, and I was at Tony's. Hold on, I just had a.
Shout out to Tony's. I can't wait to come visit North Carolina and go check out local farm to store grocery place in North Carolina. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
only sells what's in season, gets his stuff from farmers that are either in North Carolina or border North Carolina, so it's all regional food. And look at this. I don't know how this is gonna show up.
Can't quite see it. Yeah. It's got a really bad glare on it.
Okay, here, look.
Looks like grapefruit or watermelon from
Yeah,
afar,
yeah,
but
yeah, right. So it looks like grapefruit, right?
yeah.
It's pink pineapple.
Ooh, and how is the pink pineapple? Sweet? I think I've heard that it's really sweet. No?
Yeah, but I feel like there's a little bit of a tartness to it too. And I don't,
Okay.
and it might just be because you said grapefruit that it's in my mind that there's more tartness because I had it on my lunch and yeah, I was feeling like it was really sweet and now I'm picking up like grapefruit tartness. Was so good.
I've never tried it. And that's what, again, like when you think about cauliflower, I love when you get like purple cauliflower and white cauliflower, rainbow carrots, the rainbow peppers. I'm here for all of it. The white and purple asparagus, I feel is even better than the green asparagus.
I know,
I
I know
just,
you're not a big fruit person, but you probably have access to like such cool fruit being in Florida that other
oh
people.
yeah. Yeah, we don't necessarily have a Tony's, unfortunately, but we have lots of they're just Mexican fruit stands all over the place. And it's full of like things again, maybe that's where I should go my first exploration. Like tons of like cactus, tons of different fruits that I've never ever, I wouldn't even know how to peel it to eat it. So maybe I should go on an adventure and just buy things that I've never tried before. And that's a great challenge.
Yeah, I think aloe might be great for what? For like digestive health and all of that and getting
Mhm.
things moving and grooving. I know aloe is
Yeah.
really good, the aloe drinks, and yeah, I see the big things at the grocery stores. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate that inspiration too, because I've just been in a not cooking at all type of rut, and just kind of snacking on stuff like this. So I'm not falling into eating crap food, but I haven't been cooking meals. So I want to do that. And mom has been craving vegetables, is what she says, craving. So I'm gonna tell her that we should try some new stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a great, and salads are obviously the best way to get in the vegetables and get in the variety. But one pot meals that you can just throw everything in. Like I'm gonna make this. My family says they don't like, eggplant and zucchini, and I'm not gonna tell anybody what's in it. Hopefully they don't watch the Zoom, and we'll see how many people eat that ratatouille. I don't know. It's the French bistro. It's coming back strong. So if you follow me come October, you're gonna see lots of French food going on in my kitchen. But ratatouille is the first one I'm going for.
Have you made the sesame ginger carrot salad I told you
I
about?
have not. That's the one with the shredded carrots, right? Yep. I definitely need to go find that recipe. I have it printed out somewhere.
So I made it shredded. That's how it calls, is for you to shred whole carrots. I've also taken the easy way out and used matchstick carrots, a bag of matchstick
Mhm.
carrots. And it was good, but shredding was worth the time.
I agree. I find that when you buy the baby carrots and you buy the matchstick carrots, they don't quite have the same flavor as like raw carrots. And when you find the carrots with the greens, if you're lucky enough to find the carrots with the greens, they're even better.
So matchstick carrots are baby carrots.
Oh, that's probably why I'm not entirely
No, no, no,
fond of
no.
them.
I guess I'm sorry. I meant for that to be a question.
Oh, no, I think matchstick carrots are just how they're mass produced that way.
Okay, I was because I'm like, I wondered as you were talking, like, oh, they do kind of remind me of like a baby carrot where they don't really have flavor. They're just kind of like this watery crunch.
And they might be from that baby carrot, which again, get those veggies any way you can. It's better than nothing. But when you get a carrot, obviously if you can pull a carrot out of the ground, that's the best. But when you get a carrot that has the greens, I'm always, anytime I see carrots and greens, I'm always like, I'm buying that bunch. Like, I don't care. It tastes so much better.
You know if you can use the greens in salad?
Of course you can. You can, yeah, you can use carrot greens or celery greens.
I wasn't sure because I know carrots are in like that family with the Queen's Anne's lace and the hemlock and stuff like that. So I wasn't
Yeah.
sure, like the greens part of it. Just didn't. I've never used carrot greens. I'll have to try
I
that
think
one.
I've seen it in like a soup recipe. I'll have to go look for it. Or use the green top. Yep. And that's what I love, like soup season, stew season. Like it's all about like throw it all in a pot and get a bowl full of goodies. So
Ooh, that butternut squash soup recipe with the goat cheese and cranberries on top. Oh, 'tis the season.
all of the fall flavors, right? Pecans and cranberries and squashes and potatoes and all of those hearty rich carbohydrate meals. So, all
Love it.
right, guys, we are probably about at time before Zoom says goodbye to us all. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the replay. Again, click like, share, get those notifications. We are going to, again, load this to the YouTube channel, and then Jess and I obviously have a lot more fun in store throughout the channel. And then stay tuned in next month. What is next month, Jess? What's he?
Scorpio.
We've got some fun planned for Scorpio. So we're getting together some kind of planners to help us as we go throughout the astrological seasons here through the rest of the year. So I'm super excited to share that and how you can snag the pre-order next month. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, and if there's anything in particular that you think that you would like as far as astrology or meal planning or recipes and that sort of thing, shoot either one of us a message. So while we're here in the planning and early stages of development, that we can kind of fine tune and cater it to what everyone's looking for that they feel like is lacking in their resources.
Yes. So hope y'all have a really blessed night. Take care, everyone. And we will see you throughout the next month. Cheers to Libra season.
Love you. Mwah.
Take care.